up, you guys? Welcome back to my channel. I wasn't even gonna film this video right now. I was gonna wait, but I was like, why wait? And the light is perfect right now, so I was like, I have to take advantage of this opportunity because I use natural light and the light is always like this. It's been like 4 months, almost 4 months. So yeah, I just wanted to kind of update you guys. So yeah, I'm just gonna show you what they look like first. I scratched myself, so that's what that is. So yeah, you guys, this is what they look like. So to start off, always wanted my boobs done, like ever since I was little, because when I was like, I don't know how old, I think like 7, my mom got her boobs done, and I don't really remember her without them because she just had them so long, and I've always just been like, oh, I want to get my boobs done because my mom had her boobs done. But yeah, as I got older, I never like got boobs. I remember one time in elementary school, this kid was like, you're flat chested, and I was like, oh, that hurt me so much because I'm like, well, thanks, but sorry you guys, I don't want my nipple to pop out. This kid's like, you're flat chested, and it didn't really matter because like a lot of people were flat chested, so it was just, you know, boys being boys. But I don't know, I was like, oh, that hurts. So yeah, as I got older, I never got bigger boobs. Like I remember my training bra, I used my training bra for like 2 years. Like I had it for such a long time and it still fit me. Like my boobs legit never got bigger than from when I was like, I don't know, 13 years old. So I was like an A, a 32A, super small. But yeah, point is I always wanted my boobs done. I told myself that by the time I was 21, I want to have my boobs done. I needed to have my boobs done. So I made the goal on November 11th of 2019, and I turned 21 March 9th of 2020. So it was pretty cool that I, you know, made my goal, and like I told myself I really wanted to get them done just because I'm young, and I don't know, I didn't want to get them when I got older. You can obviously get them if you are older, but I just really wanted to enjoy them like in my young body, you know, before I have like kids and stuff. All right, I moved, that's better. So yeah, like I was saying, I got them done in Scottsdale, Arizona. My doctor was Dr. Weinrach, and I am so happy with my results. I love him. I recommend him to anybody. I just loved everything about my experience. My experience was super easy. It's crazy because I watched a lot of other videos, which is why I'm posting this video, so it can help someone else out, because I know that videos helped me out and it helped me with my decision as far as like what size I wanted to get and things like that. So yeah. But like it was crazy because I saw videos and a lot of people were in pain, which is like normal. Hello, it's surgery. But I was like so good. It was insane. Like I remember the day after my surgery, I was just good. Like me and my mom went to my post-op. I went to go see the doctor, and then after that we had sushi. Like I was good. My boobs were like rocks, but I was just like so good. I didn't even have to take the like strong drug that they prescribe you. I would just take like ibuprofen. But I was good, and I don't think I worked for like a week after that. It actually ended up being 3 weeks because I decided I needed more time. But like those 3 weeks, easy, like so easy, not a problem. It's like as if I was normal, like no pain, no nothing. I was doing everything as normal. Of course, I wasn't like trying to lift and do things that they tell you not to do. I wasn't working out, but it was like good. Like it's crazy how good my recovery was, and like the process. I was like, yo, this is easy, like no problem. But of course not everybody's like that. That's just my experience, which is weird because I wouldn't say that I can tolerate pain very well. At least I don't think I can. I don't know, I'm not sure. I don't have like tattoos or anything like that because I'm scared. But yeah, it was super easy and I'm super happy about that. The only type of like complication that I had, I guess I would say, is I did go to work after a week for 1 day, and it was like such a short shift. It had to be like maybe 4 hours, and I'm cutting hair, right? So I'm always like this, and you don't realize how much you use a muscle until like you're actually using it and you're not supposed to. And I thought I was like pretty good. Like I felt good and healed. Like I said, like the whole process, I just felt completely normal. So I went back to work after a week, and I'm assuming that because I had my arm like this the whole time, this side kind of like got, it felt painful, like it was swelling or like really sore. Kind of like I worked out only on this side for like an hour straight. So that kind of scared me, and I only worked that 4-hour shift, and then I took another 2 weeks off because of that, because I wanted to make sure that I fully healed. Occasionally when I do work, I will feel kind of like a soreness on my right side. Not really my left ever, I don't think, just my right side, like I said, because I'm always like this cutting hair. But then it'll go away after like a few hours or the next day or something like that, because I mean my boobs are still pretty new. I haven't had them that long, so my body's still adjusting, but that's like literally my only like problem that I've had. But everything has been super easy. So when it came to choosing my size, I chose 350 cc's, and I came to that decision because my doctor had said that that was pretty much the biggest that he would go for me and for what I wanted. So I wanted my boobs to kind of like fall a little bit. I didn't want them to be like this. At first I did, but I totally changed my mind. Like I want them to have, you know, kind of like a drop, kind of like sag, I guess. I don't know if that makes sense, but I'll show you guys. So from the side, you can see it goes down and it's not like up, and that's like my main thing. So I told my doctor that I really just did not want my boobs to be like this, and I wanted them to look natural and kind of droop a little bit, you know, kind of like models like Bella Hadid and all of them. They have a little bit of like a boob drop. I just wanted a little something so I can wear certain outfits and, you know, it'll just look cuter. Like I said, I've always wanted them done. So he said that for what I wanted, 350 was like the biggest he would recommend. So I was in between 325 and 350, and this was like the hardest decision of life, you guys, because I was like, I could not pick. Like I remember saying 325, no 350, no 325, and then I told my boyfriend, I'm doing 325. Like don't let me change my mind, I'm gonna do 325. If I even tell you I want to do 350, tell me no, that I'm dumb, that I'm doing 325. And I ended up doing 350. So the reason why I chose 350 is just because, I don't know, I really didn't want to get them done and feel like I didn't get them done. Like I wanted them to be natural, yes, but I still wanted to have like bigger boobs, you know? And I wasn't against like somebody knowing that my boobs were fake. Like I think they kind of do look fake. If I don't know, maybe like if you know me, of course you know they're fake. So I watched actually Jenny69's video. She got her boobs done and she said that she had 350. And I feel like that really kind of like made me choose. Her and another YouTuber had 350. It kind of made me go with that size because I liked how hers look. Like they do look fake, but not too fake. I don't know if that makes sense. But it's crazy because I don't know about you guys or what you guys think, but I think that her boobs look a lot bigger than mine. I don't know, like I've just seen her in photo shoots and in pictures, and her boobs just look a lot bigger than mine, and so do the other YouTubers, I think. And it's crazy because I have the same size, but it looks different. So that just goes to show that everybody's body and like the elasticity of your skin and like all these things, like all these little factors like play a big role. Personally, I don't know if people think I'm crazy, but I think I kind of have like bigger ribs. Like my stomach will never like shrink like this, like get super small, because I just feel like I have more of like a squared body, and that's just like what it is. Now maybe she's just more like tinier than I am, like overall, like more petite, so her boobs or her implants look like bigger on her. But you guys, I am super happy with them. Like I am so glad. I honestly, like I wouldn't have been mad if I would have gone like a size up, which would have been 375 cc's. But I'm like completely happy with what I have now. I definitely am happy that I didn't do the 325 because I would feel like that's too small. I didn't want them to attract like a lot of attention and just be super out there. I just wanted them to go with my body. I didn't want to be around family and then be like, oh my gosh, it's that chichona, you know, like what the heck. But no, I'm super happy with it. So I'm gonna tell you guys kind of like my info. So like I said, I got 350 cc's and I got gel implants. I weigh about I weigh about 112 pounds mostly. I've weighed that for like the last 4 years. So yeah, I weigh 112 pounds and I'm about 5'5", and I'll just kind of stand up and show you guys. And pose, and pose, and pose, and pose. I wanted to tell you guys like my height and weight and all that, just because like I said, I hope this helps somebody with their decision if they choose to get a boob job as well. Because I was watching a lot of videos and I'm like, oh my gosh, her boob size is amazing, but like, how tall is she? Like how much does she weigh? Because that makes a difference, like I was saying. So now that I'm this far out, about 4 months or so, I'm like so happy. It's crazy because if I wear like an outfit where like my boobs are like this, like they look huge, and that's kind of what I wanted. I wanted to be able to make them look big, but not to where I couldn't make them like smaller, if that makes sense, because I can always wear like a push-up bra if I wanted them to look bigger, or really just like make them stick out, but I can't make them look smaller if they're already too big. So that's why I'm super happy with them, because I feel like I can do that 100%. I told them I wanted cleavage, which is interesting because I don't know, this is me not knowing anything. I literally went in there and I showed him pictures of like models and stuff, and I'm like, I want these boobs. And he's like, okay, well, do you know what size they are? And I'm like, no. But you know, so you can't really like, you can show pictures, I feel like, just to give an idea, but it really just is different for everybody because of like your body shape and your weight and stuff like that. But yeah, I told him I wanted cleavage. I really wanted cleavage, and I feel like that's why my boobs don't look as big either, because I don't have cleavage. So I kind of have this space right here, and he said that it's kind of just depends on your body. So I naturally just have my muscles, I think that's what they would mean. My muscles are more far apart. So I mean, yeah, I could do cleavage like if I do this, which I'm never gonna do. But yeah, I just don't have cleavage because of the fact that my muscles are like farther apart than someone else's body. Someone could have small boobs and have cleavage versus me having like, you know, a full C and I don't have cleavage. So yeah, I just wanted to mention that to you guys because I didn't know that, and I thought that as soon as I got out of surgery I was gonna have cleavage and, you know, blah blah blah. But yeah, that was interesting, and I didn't know that that was a thing, I guess. But yeah, I'm super happy. It doesn't bother me at all. I do want to mention, you guys, the doctor I chose was the first doctor I actually saw. And I would recommend seeing like a few if something doesn't sit right with you. But with him, I did a lot of digging. It's not like I looked up a surgeon and went to the first one. Like, I actually narrowed it down. I like looked at every surgeon in Arizona. I did hours and hours of research, and then I chose kind of like 3 that I liked. And I chose him because from his pictures, I liked like pretty much all of his pictures, versus like another surgeon. They had some really good boob jobs or good pictures of boob jobs that they've done, but there were some that I like really didn't like, and I'm like, I don't want to risk being like that 20% of the boob jobs that I didn't like on his page, versus like, you know, this doctor that has like 90% of them I like, love, and I'm in love with, and I want to have those boobs. So that's how I made my decision, and all of his pictures were amazing, super natural. Nothing looked balloony, like the nipples weren't crazy. So that's how I chose him. And they actually, out of the 3, they were the only ones that reached out to me. So you know how you like enter an email and then it says that they'll give you a call or contact you? They were the only ones that contacted me. They contacted me right away, and I scheduled the consultation, and I just thought that was crazy. I'm like, wow, the other people didn't, or the other guys didn't even like contact me or call me or anything. So I scheduled a consult with him, and everything was just so clean. I wanted to mention that every time I went in, I was like the only person there, and that's because it seems like they schedule everybody very accordingly. They're never running behind. As soon as I get there, they're always ready to see me. It was like amazing. I was so happy with that. I remember going in for the second time because I wasn't sure with the 325 or the 350. And every time I went into the room, they always already had the implants ready. They were on the table. So they like were preparing for my arrival. And I thought that that was like the best. It was such a small thing that made such a difference to me, because I didn't feel like there was, you know, like 10 people here before me and they're trying to catch up and there's like a mess or anything. Like, everything was just super clean, and they already had the implants ready for me. The 2 sizes that I was in between, they were out and ready. And I just love that. It made such a big difference. I love that my doctor kept it real. He wasn't like, oh yeah, I can do this for you and no problem, I'm gonna give you those boobs, you know, like from a picture. Like, he told me, you know, that's, you know, I think that this is the biggest we can go, and I mean, it really just depends. He kept it very real with me. I do want to mention that getting your boobs done is a very serious thing. I think for me, since I've been wanting to do it for such a long time, and because my mom had them done, it was just kind of like whatever. Like, for me, it was like, oh yeah, I'm just gonna get my boobs done and voila, like, you know. But it's actually very serious, and it's crazy because, like I said, I thought it was just so easy. And as I was like waiting to have my surgery, I wanted to stay away from negative videos about like breast implant illness and things like that, just because, I don't know, I didn't want to talk myself out of doing it, but I couldn't really help it towards the end, and I really just wanted to be informed. But I wanted to be informed the right way, and that's kind of why I stayed away from videos, because I know a lot of videos are just BS, or they like hype things up, which I don't think that the illness is BS. I just know that sometimes things are made bigger than they seem to be. So I had talked to him about that, and he even told me, you know, there's risk with any surgery, which is true. I'm not going to tell you that you're going to have the surgery and you're going to be fine, because I don't know that. But he basically said a lot of people are fine, and that he can't guarantee that I'm going to be fine, but there are risks. So it's not like I can just go into a surgery with no risks. And you can't go into any surgery really without any risks. So it made sense, and I did think about it for a long time, and I'm like, oh my gosh, like, do I want to do this? Like, what if something bad happens? Something bad could still happen, honestly. And ultimately I decided, you know what, like if something does happen and I have to take them out, then I'll be okay with that, because I decided to get them done, and I knew that this could happen, and I'll take them out and I'll be fine. Obviously it's costly, and it's just kind of like a pain because you're going through another surgery, and it's kind of upsetting, I'm sure, because you had boobs and then now you have to take them out, and your skin could be stretched and all these things. And I really like thought about like the pros and cons, but I ultimately decided that I still wanted to get them done, because if I didn't, I would just always think, what if I got them done and I could have been fine, and I'd be loving them, and I'd be healthy still, just like a lot of other people. And you know, I'd kind of be, you know, like somewhat jealous, like, oh, I wish I had boobs like that, I could have had them. And I feel like I would just never let it go, and I'd always be curious and wanting to know if I would have been okay, or if I would have been happy with them. Even before I really started looking into surgeons, I was just like thinking about it every single day, like, oh, I really want to get my boobs done, I really want to get my boobs done. Like every day I would just think about it and do research, and like I just really wanted to do it. So I knew that if I didn't get them done, that I would be like that just like forever. Like I would really want to know. So yeah, that's kind of just how I made my decision, but it is very important to do your research. I'm not going to talk about the breast implant illness. I don't think I have it. I'm fine. I feel healthy. Like I'm good. But yeah, I think it's important to do your research, and it's up to you to kind of, you know, weigh your options and, you know what's important to you. I loved my boobs flat. Like I would actually even wear still some clothes that showed like my flat chest, I guess, because I thought it was kind of cute. Like I love my boobs. I was fine with them, but I just really wanted this like more, and I had always wanted it, so that's why I made the decision to get them done. I do want to mention something that I just remembered as well. So when my right side got sore, I got out of work like at 8, I think, and then I sent him an email like at 9 or something like that. Of course, I wasn't expecting a response until the morning, but I was just sending it at that time, so I didn't have to remember in the morning to do it. So it was crazy because I sent the email like at 9, and he literally called me from home, obviously, like 3 minutes later. I was like so impressed. I was so thankful, because I kind of was, you know, worried, you know, me being like, oh my god, what if something's wrong? But yeah, he called me like 3 to 5 minutes later, and he was like, hey, how's everything going? I read your email, like tell me what's going on. And I was just like, I appreciated that so much, because it's like, who cares that much to call somebody like at that time, at that late at night, just to check up on you. And I thought that that was amazing. I mean, I'm sure a lot of people would have just read it and been like, oh, I'll call in the morning, you know, but he called me right after I sent the email, and I appreciate that so much, because I was kind of worried about it, you know, and it made me feel better that I talked to him on the phone, and he told me, you know, it's probably nothing, maybe you should take a little bit more time off of work. And it just made me feel a lot more at ease, and I could go to sleep, you know, feeling like, okay, you know, it's okay. He told me I could come in the next day if I wanted to, and he could check it out for me if I was concerned. And I like really appreciated that. Like, he's a real MVP, you guys. Also, I do want to mention that when you get your boobs done, your nipples, I'm pretty sure, I think it happens to everybody, they become like numb at first. You can't feel your boob or your nipple. I couldn't even feel my boob really for a long time. It comes back for some people. I guess for some people it might not come back like at all. I think that's a thing. But I kind of don't really have like feeling in my nipple still. And like I said, it's been 4 months. like I can feel if someone's touching them, but I don't know, like I can't, the sensitivity is just like not there like before. So yeah, I did want to mention that. I'm sure that's important to some people, like, you know, you want to feel your nipple. But yeah, so I don't really feel them as much as I used to. I guess it can come back still, because like my boob job still is pretty fresh. But yeah, I did want to let you guys know that I still don't feel my nipples fully. So I did pay just over $6,000, and I believe that I paid that much because I got gel. I believe if you get like saline, it is a little cheaper. But yeah, I paid just over $6,000. I'm not wearing a bralette just to be like a hoochie. I was actually taking pictures because I just got this from Skims. Actually, 10 out of 10 recommend, love it. It's the triangle bralette. But yeah, so I actually got the idea because I was wearing this and I was like, oh my gosh, the lighting is great. Like, this is a great opportunity to film a video really quick. So yeah, I just decided to wear the bralette for the purpose of this video. I wouldn't actually just like film a video like this, like, oh hey, what's up you guys? But yeah, just so you guys can see, because I know that when I was watching videos, it helped me a lot when I could actually see homegirls' boobs, because I literally clicked on some videos, some boob job videos, and they're wearing like a turtleneck, and I'm like, homegirl, I can't even see your boobs. Like, I don't even know if I want to trust you. So yeah, you guys, I'm wearing a bralette because hello, it's a boob job video. Alright guys, I think that pretty much covers everything. If you guys have a question that I didn't cover, go ahead and leave it down in the comments. Don't forget to like and subscribe. Thank you guys so much for watching, and I'll see you guys next time.